On our drought conditions, and while we still do have some patchy areas of drought, certainly a huge improvement compared to where we ended last year. And what's interesting is that this data is actually as of Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. So the maps come out on Thursday, data is as of Tuesday, and that was before we've gotten our heavy rainfall. So after today's, yesterday's, tomorrow's, and Saturday's rain, I would venture to say we'll see even more improvement from our drought. We don't need it all at once, but we're certainly making up for what ended up being a very dry 2023. And we've added to our totals again for today, but nothing nearly as high as what we saw yesterday. And so for our rainfall total for the month of January, we now have a surplus of 2.5 inches of rainfall. Let's kind of ease up now. We're going to get more rainfall. We don't want to see any additional, especially in the North Shore. We had our big flooding rains yesterday and now the river flooding. Models indicating that we may see that round coming in early tomorrow morning, maybe after 1, 2 a.m. And a lot of the model guidance is indicating maybe a drier day for the North Shore. We're already certainly drying out with maybe a little light misty rain. Still some very light showers south of the lake, with most of what has been falling kind of more of a trace type drizzle that I don't think we're going to add to our total a great deal more than they already are. So still a few lingering showers late this evening, a much drier night ahead, and then we'll start to see those showers moving in. We're going to see kind of a stalled frontal boundary right over, so we're not going to see any cooler or drier air moving in, at least not with this system. Now notice as we continue through the early morning hours, these are all pre-dawn, showers and thunderstorms, and keep an eye on the North Shore. Not much activity. Showers continue into the early morning and even maybe a few little rounds into the midday and early afternoon hours. But North Shore staying relatively dry, with maybe some showers lingering into the later evening hours of Friday, but then relatively dry through Friday night, which would be great news because we do have a number of parades on Friday night. Another round starts making their way early Saturday, but Saturday night parades I think will be just fine. Our high today was 73, but that was set before a lot of the rainfall got going, and then as rainfall started, the temperatures began to drop. We'll be on the fog watch again tonight. Fog advisories for mainly the coast and the lake right now. That could change. Visibility at Kenner is right now at a half mile. Saw some starting to see a little bit of clearing of the low clouds out over downtown, but humidity is still 100%. As I mentioned, there is a front just off to our west. Dew points and temperatures are about the same, but they're not going to come down. Even with drier air just to our west, our dew point forecast is going to stay about the same. So not getting into the drier, cooler air just yet. That'll arrive midday on Saturday. Here's what's happening. Disturbance that brought in the weather yesterday and today is pulling away. Here comes the next disturbance. This is what will bring in the chance for showers Friday for certainly the first half of the day, and hopefully it breaks Friday evening, and then another round on Saturday. By Saturday afternoon, evening, this upper trough is pushing to our east. We will then see colder temperatures and clearing skies with improving weather for Sunday and most of next week. Big weekend of parades coming in for the following weekend. Still a question mark with rain chances and maybe a front. We'll get to that as we get a little bit closer to the next weekend. Rainfall kind of wrapping up through this evening and tonight, and even this model actually keeps us a little bit drier for the early morning hours of Friday. Now our high resolution model that I was showing you a moment ago has really been doing a good job of the placement and timing of our rainfall. So kind of leaning with that one, with our showers maybe getting started earlier in the morning tomorrow and kind of avoiding the North Shore, with more of the rainfall at around 70% focused south of the lake down toward the coast and the river parishes down the bayou as well. We'll get that chance of rain, more light rainfall, not really much of a flooding risk for Saturday, with that last little round of showers that pass on through. Temperatures will be dropping in the afternoon and evening, so Saturday evening parades will be on the cooler side. Morning lows 40s and 50s, staying in the 50s for a high through the weekend and Monday. Mornings also dropping into the 30s and 40s, but staying above freezing.